Hi, I'm Scott Steineke with Feller's Equipment Support, and we're going to thread up film back laminate today on a Seal 50, this is actually 65 EL. Okay, film back laminate is different from paperback in that we can't just score it and go, so we have to actually cut it. So the first thing we do is we take the laminate and we pull it underneath the release liner roller, bring it back up, and attach it back to itself with a piece of tape or transfer tape or something like this. Then we take some masking tape and we come across here with 3 layers. 3 layers seems to be the magic number. When you use your knife at a decent depth, you can still cut fairly reasonably, but you don't find yourself ripping through it so much. If you have a heavy hand and you find yourself going through it anyway, you can always add extra masking tape at the end of the process. Now I warn you, since we're using an open blade around a laminator, be very careful that you do not cut these main silicone rollers down here because they're very expensive to repair. But as long as you're careful, it's no big deal. Now you notice that on this EL we've got a 3-inch cardboard core, and they don't come with that, so you've got to come up with one. If you don't, you have to just do it on the plastic core, which is fine. Some people find that's no big deal. So the first thing I'm doing is trimming that back, and now I'm coming over here and I'm going to flip this over, take it off of this, flip it over, rewind it, and now I have a surface to score. So I'm left-handed, so I start from the wrong side for you right-handed people. Anyway, I'm coming through here and I'm cutting through the release liner. I'm probably cutting through the laminate, but I'm trying not to cut through the 3 layers of masking tape. Okay? Then I come back here with this knife and I double check to make sure that I've got it scored all the way through. And if you screw this up, you can always start over again. An inch or 2 later is no big deal. I double check to make sure I'm not cut through, and I'm not. And now I open up my pinch rollers as far as they can go, just to make it easy. I take the laminate and I push it through the pinch rollers, making sure the tension's even on both sides. I lower the pinch rollers. In the case of the EL, we drop it all the way to the bottom. In the case of the base and the Pro models, we bring it down to 80. Now, once again, I want to take this and make sure that I've got this separated, like so. Hold this up, take the foot pedal, and snail mode it in so I can barely see where the score was, leaving a little bit of the release liner between the nip of the rollers. Now, with film back laminate, we have to use multiple pieces of tape on this because it won't stick with the one piece of tape that we use on paperback. So we take one piece of tape and we do a full revolution, flip the tape, and do another revolution. This gives us 2-sided tape using 1-sided tape, 2-sided sticky file. I'm going to do one near the edge. I do the same thing. And I go to this edge and I do the same thing. Okay? Now I take this evenly as best I can and I pull this up like so and attach it to this. If everything goes well, we have a nice smooth bead of laminate across here. I put the blue guide back in place. We've got a bit of release liner in the nip of the rollers, and you can take any piece of vinyl you like. And you can put it in here and reposition it any way you want because it's not going to stick at all. Then we snail mode this in. You can hold tight on this, and meanwhile you hold still on this. Bring that release liner loop down, and away we go. Perfect lamination. And that is how you thread film back laminate on a seal laminator.